right, y'all. I hope you enjoyed that trailer. I sure as heck did. It got me pumped, it got me inspired, and it got me motivated to keep going. So, yeah, bloody hell, the remastered version is coming out on Monday. I hope y'all got your wallets ready. Yeah, that's a joke, but yeah, it ain't gonna be free. $5. Gonna be $5. And the link to where you can buy it will be available on Monday. So what you see here is just me inking a promotional piece, a wallpaper that you guys can go download right now, link in the description box, and maybe keep it as a your laptop wallpaper if you want, because yeah, I like it. It was pretty cool, promotional piece, and yeah, it's pretty cool. Basically, don't be a hunchback. That's going to be the overall message of this wallpaper. So today I just want to touch base once more on what a ManaA is, because what I am now is a ManaA artist, or ManaA, and ManaA is pretty much manga inspired work drawn in the West. In its simplicity, that's all it is, right? We can simplify it further and say, well, it's manga drawn in America. You're not in America. No, I'm not in America, but my target market is Americans. I work with a American company, so suck my Dragon Balls. So that's all it is. But I want to touch base on the fullness of creating a ManaA, right? Now, ManaA in its fullness, I'm speaking for myself here. I cannot speak for other people who want to draw ManaA. You can do whatever you want, but there are standards to it. You guys saw the poster that shows you the standards and the philosophy of what ManaA is. But here, I want to go a little bit deeper to some extent as to like the fullness of what ManaA is that your work must have a message. Your work must inspire others. You're not just drawing this for yourself, for your own pleasure. Yes, it must feel great to draw it, otherwise why would you do it, right? But ultimately, you need to realize that I'm drawing a ManaA because I have something important to say. I have a message that I want to get out in the world, and I want this message to inspire people. I don't want it to sedate people. I don't want it to just keep people distracted. I'm not creating a distraction. I am creating a message. And those who are capable of creating a message are those who have lived real life. Because messages come, or I should say messages have, well, validity if they are rooted in reality. So one must be able to extrapolate from reality. And the easiest way to do that is to extrapolate from your own life experience. But as we now know, many people don't have much life experience because they are hunchbacks. They sit at home and just watch TV all day long and never go outside, and then they want to blame it on their autism, right? Still fine. Is autism a real thing? Okay, I guess it is, but I don't care. I don't care, because those who keep using it as a scapegoat, it's like, okay, bro, well, I don't think you have it. I just think you're a lazy a-hole. That's all there is to it. So ultimately, to create a successful ManaA, you have to be able to extrapolate from reality, right? And starting next year, we're actually going to be hosting the first ever ManaA Awards. That's right. I'm going to make a video on that sometime soon. But basically, just like the Japanese, they have their own awards. In Japan, like the Tezuka Prize and that other prize and yada, 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 you get a trophy. I think some get money, I'm not sure, but yeah. And they have all sorts of like genres, or this type of award for this particular genre, best newcomer, best one shot, something like that. We're going to have our own version. And the purpose of this, of course, is to offer a sense of honor in doing ManaA, right? Because for so long, people have been treating, well, comics as just a side gimmick, just as a disposable piece of garbage. that you can read and discard as quickly as you discard your toilet paper. And I am against that. I am totally against that. I want people to be able to read our stories, right, and cherish it. Cherish it as much as some of us cherish. Well, I just recently got the Berserk Deluxe Edition. So, oh yeah, I'm gonna cherish that, best believe. I'm gonna treat it just right. So that's what I'm going for. Something that is not worth discarding, but something worth cherishing and keeping, right? Keep it in a glass box or something, or on your shelf, and sometimes page through it as much as you can, because there's something you can always find over there, or just be lost in the details of things. Something like that. That is what I want ManaA to be. And of course, I'm limited in my capabilities artistically as to how far I can go, how far I can reach, but there are those who can do better, right? And those who can do better should do better. You should consider what message you want the people to know. You should want to uplift and inspire people to get up and not just accept the status quo, but actually do something about whatever problem they got. And currently in this generation, I have said that there's a great appetite for a lot of dark stories. We see things like, the Boys, very dark, very bloody, very ridiculous unnecessarily, but the producers understand that the zombies, well, they love slop food. They love things that only target the three primal instincts, which is fear, sex, and violence. And Berserk, I mean, The Boys has all of that. It has all of that and extreme levels of that. I don't like it because of that. I like it because of the character interactions. It's very realistic as to how these characters would react if they lived in such a world. So the writers know what they're doing. That's why I like The Boys. So that's pretty much what ManaA is. It must be able to capture a portion of reality so that it can inspire others to overcome their realities, to overcome their circumstances, and not be undone by their circumstances, right? So for those who want to create their own ManaA, by all means, create your own ManaA and share it with the public. But understand that to achieve the true essence of what ManaA is that there must be a message. If you want to create cheesecake zombie food ManaA, well, I guess that's fine for your hunchback grandmother, but for those who want to be nominated for the ManaA Awards, we're not going to be looking for hunchback food, zombie food. We're going to be looking for what exactly I just said. It must have a message, right? And of course, it has to look good. It has to look iconic. It has to look inspiring. Your characters can't look like other characters we've seen before. And yeah, because if you actually look at Jacob's design, he had a few changes, but his biggest change was definitely the shape of his hair. His hair makes him very iconic. There isn't a character that looks like Jacob. I dare you to find me a character that looks like him. I dare you, right? Yeah, it's not going to be that easy. So I created a character that is very iconic in design, very iconic. And it takes time to do that, but heck, I was just creating a character at the time, right? At the time when I was just trying to get over a screw over, I just did this as quickly as I could. But then years later, particularly last year, 2023, I discovered that in order for there to be an impact, you need standards. And Japan was able to have an impact because of its standards. And so I reverse engineered what about the Japanese manga makes it so different and unique. And ManaA pretty much uses those exact same principles to create its product. So, of course, the foundation of ManaA is that it upholds the Japanese format of production, more to understand further on that, go ahead and watch the other ManaA videos I've made. But ultimately, it has a message. It has a message of hope, and it's not about cheesecake. It's not about your meaningless entertainment and endless consumerism, but it is about making sure that you do something about your situation. For those who enjoy just forever consuming, just forever devouring, just forever eating like hordes of zombies, well, to you I say, grow the hell up. To you I say, enough already. To you I say, get a grip already. Have some self-control. Because what you're doing is just ruining things for society. Have something to offer, or else why are you here? Why are you here? Are you here just to consume and eat? Right? Are you so offended by what I say because I say those who are just consumers are parasites? Well, that's the plain old truth. You are a parasite if all you want to do is continue to eat slop, 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 and slop. ManaA is not slop. ManaA is real food. ManaA is soul food. ManaA is for food for those stuck in the desert. And here it is now. I can't speak on other ManaA creators as to what sort of stories they want to tell in the future, but I speak for myself. And in doing so, well, you can judge me strictly on what I say, not with the standard of what other people do, but judge me on what I say. I said late October that I was going to remaster Bloody Hell. And now it's January and the ManaA is coming out on Monday, and I've done exactly that. I committed to what I said. I did what I said I was going to do, and I met the deadline that I gave myself, and I have upheld the standard that I was preaching. In these last 4 or 5 months, I have done all these things. Now I ask the hordes of haters, what have you done? What have you done in the last 4 or 5 months since discovering Coffee Comics? You've hated, you've made videos, you've shared videos of hate and whatnot, and that's about it. You have nothing to show, you have nothing to share, you have nothing to say because you're just a degenerate hunchback and all you can do is eat and hate. Pathetic. But to those who are not haters, what have you done in the last 4 months, 4 or 5 months? Have you made a plan? Have you written things down? Have you done some sketches? Have you read some books? Did you go outside and try to live real life? Did you contemplate about your life? Did you reevaluate your situation? Did you reevaluate how far you can go if you're still in the pursuit of the Japanese dream? Have you done these things in the last 4 to 5 months since discovering Coffee Comics? Or have you just sat there and watched and done nothing? And just use this platform, use this channel as nothing but entertainment. Now, if you are nothing but a consumer, there are such consumers who are genuine consumers. And those, of course, they consume what is of quality. What is of quality. And those who might deem my channel of quality, well, they're the ones who donate. They're the ones who are joining the YouTube membership, right? If you guys want more exclusive stuff, I suggest that you join the YouTube membership program, $2 a month. And you'll get some nice perks and stuff like that. So, what have you done? What have you done, guys? You see, on this channel, we're all about moving forward, regardless if hunchbacks come and hate or not, because that's all they can do. Just hate. Just hate, just screech, just create parody channels, because they can't say anything to you. They can't counter your arguments. They can only mock your arguments. That just shows that they are intellectually and creatively bankrupt. Instead of giving thanks for the fact that Coffee Comics has given you a second chance at your meaningless life. You don't hate yourself as much anymore because now you hate me more, right? And now you are able to start a YouTube channel, something you were never able to do in your life. But because of the hatred of me, you had the balls to make a channel dedicated to just hating me. And that's all thanks to me. Now you can get better at your craft of making videos by just hating me. But you have me to thank. So, yeah, honestly, Coffee Comics has made an impact. It made an impact because of what has been said. And many people say the way you say things is bad. Well, suck my Dragon Balls. That's not going to change. You just can't handle it because you're a sissy. You can't handle it because you took a pair of scissors and you cut your own Dragon Balls off because you're a coward, right? You don't want to fully stand on your own because you're too afraid. So you'd rather stand with the lunatics. You'd rather make sure and say, look, Coffee Comics ain't that bad, but hey, I'm not saying I agree with him with everything. I'm not saying he's this and that. Just, you always have to have a disclaimer to the hunchback why you support the channel or not. That is what I call pathetic. That's what I call a flippin' eunuch. You took their pair of scissors and you cut your Dragon Balls off with it. Pathetic. You're a coward, and I don't respect people like that. I cannot. You need to be able to stand 1,000,000% on what you believe. That's how you make an impact. That's how you get that caffeine, because at the end of the day, many people just be lukewarm in whatever they claim to believe. Lukewarm as hell. If you're lukewarm, you can't make a difference. You can't make an impact. So reevaluate where you stand in whatever you believe in, right? Reevaluate it, please, because that's all I'm about here. Let us reevaluate our positions of thought, right? And let us have self-awareness in the products that we create so that it may inspire other people. That's the overall message of this channel. A crucible against demoralization. But there's so many retards who fail to comprehend this because I guess they are cognitively impaired. But all the retards who have come against Coffee Comics are all Americans. And I never understood, how can you literally be this retarded if you are not born in the jungle? People in the jungle are literally retarded because of legitimate reasons. Malnutrition growing up, and so there's poor brain development, or a blow to the head when they were growing up because a savage was chasing them, or they got traumatized, or they survived a ritual. There are legitimate reasons why people are cognitively impaired here. But there are no legitimate reasons how one can be so stupid in America to the point where you think by mocking me, you are right. That is beyond retarded. Absolutely beyond retarded. And I don't know how that's possible if you never got boiled in the pot trying to be sacrificed or malnourished and so on. It makes no sense to me. Yes, there are malnourished people in the West. Yeah, we get that. But ultimately, many of you, it's not because you were malnourished. It's because you chose to just cut your nuts off. You just chose not to pursue anything that requires some form of thought. It was too difficult. You wanted to live like an animal, and now here I come to remind you that you're living like an animal, and now you're mad. And then you make videos. Well, look, man, keep making those videos. Right? Keep doing it, because clearly if you stop doing it, you're just gonna end yourself. So hey, keep doing it, bro. I support you. I totally support you. But anyway, from here on out, expect a video on the remaster and all the differences that are there compared to the original ManaA that was produced. So we're going to be going through that, and We're going to be hosting the first ever ManaA Awards next year, so stay tuned for more information on that. Whoever wants to be a part of that, of course, you're going to have to uphold the standard number one and have a message. You have to be part of the demoralization stuff. And a message to those who are on the fence: get off the fence. Get off the fence and get to work. To those who have still not posted their art, who have not created a product yet, why haven't you? You have no excuse for not doing so. And if you haven't done so, you're a piece of trash. I don't respect you. You have no reason to say, I haven't done it yet because, no, you're a piece of trash and you're lazy. You're a lazy bum and you're a sack of trash. Plain and simple. Can't go around telling people you're an artist, but you have nothing to show for it. Show us. Show us. And if you say you hate the demoralization stuff too, do something about it. Do something about it. And stop living vicariously through either me or other people or whatever series that you like. It's time to get in the fray. It's time to get your hands dirty and stop being afraid of these hunchbacks whom they can only just talk smack about you. They can't touch you. They can't hurt you. And if they can hurt you, man, you must be really weak. If a hunchback can hurt you, if a vegan soy lord sissy boy can hurt you, then you need help, bro. You seriously need help. But anyway, get ready for the remaster coming out this Monday. Go ahead and download the free wallpaper, link in the description box, and I'll see y'all soon.